Welcome back. We are jumping into our third conversation this morning, and still on the note of financial literacy, but this time we are joined by representatives of the Belize Credit Union League. They are joining us to talk to us about International Credit Union Day. Apparently this is the 76th year of International Credit Union Day, and the theme for this year is One World Through Cooperative Finance. We are joined this morning by Mark Menzies, and he is the Human Resources Manager and President of the Belize Credit Union League. Also joining us is Darren Leal, and he is the Deputy Chief Finance Officer representing the Holy Redeemer Credit Union. And also joining us, only virtually, is Anir Ramos, and she is a Marketing Officer representing the La Immaculada Credit Union, or HE. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and welcome.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I imagine it's going to be a lot of celebration, and a lot of money will be given away. You get money, so we can save it, of course.
For sure.
Definitely, yes.
What makes you think that?
Because it's credit union, you know. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, this is a big deal, 76 years of credit union. And of course, we have you gentlemen here, both in person and virtually, joining us to talk to us about what we will be celebrating.
So today we celebrate International Credit Union Day. I believe it started in 1948.
Wow.
Yes. And this day was set aside to celebrate and to bring awareness to the credit union movement.
Yeah.
Worldwide, we have almost 83,000 credit unions in 98 countries.
Wow.
Yes. In the Caribbean, we have 217 credit unions, which includes 8 from Belize. So in Belize, we have 8 credit unions from north to south, east to west, and in Belmopan.
Wow.
This day was created so that we can bring awareness to the movement and to remember all the things, all the good things that credit unions have done to bring people closer, and the movement was built on people helping people. Mm-hmm. So that's what we continue to do now. And for this day, all the credit unions countrywide will be celebrating.
A lot of people still might question the difference between a credit union and a regular bank. Why do I save at a credit union versus keeping my money in the bank?
Okay, so it's a big difference. When you are a member owner of a credit union, you own part of the credit union. When you save at a bank, you're just a customer.
Right.
So that's the big difference.
I think also to add to that is a lot of the times when we look at credit unions compared to a bank, one of the key difference for us is you get significantly reduced service charges. Mm-hmm. And I think this also ties into financial literacy. Mm-hmm. The more you become financially literate, you're able to see that credit union difference. Mm-hmm. So also when it comes to credit unions, because you are owners of the credit unions, the profits that credit unions get,
right,
it goes back to the members in the form of dividends. Mm-hmm. While at a bank, you know, it's those stakeholders, the owners, who actually decides, you know, what they do with the profit. So if they decide this year, you know what, we want to keep
we're going on vacation, boys.
Yeah, we're taking the yacht.
Yeah.
Right? While at a credit union, you also have a vote. So each year, all the credit unions, we have our AGMs. At that AGM, you get a chance to voice, you know, if there's any changes, you get to be a part of the decision making. You get to choose who you want as your board of directors. So there's really that significant difference. Another key thing though that I like to point out is that as a member of a credit union, I always hear people say, you know, when you go to the credit union, it's like you're going home. Mm. You feel that family, that love. Well, you know, sometimes they would say when you go to the bank, it's like you're just going there to do normal business, right? So there is that credit union difference. And one of the things that I want to point out, this is very significant when it comes to loans. Mm-hmm. This is one of the key products. And credit unions are oftentimes seen to put emphasis on savings. You know, that's where you go and put your savings. But we want to change that narrative where, yes, we're big on savings, but we also have all the other products and services. So we're really that one-stop shop as well. So you can come, you can get your, you know, we provide consumer loans, commercial loans, online banking, and that's one of the key things because we're now in the national payment system through the Belize Credit Union League. They connected credit unions, so now you can do your online transfers inter-credit unions, from credit union to credit union to a bank, and vice versa. So you can do your online loan application. So you no longer have to come into the credit union for all your services. You can go on your mobile phone or on your laptop, and you can do your online transactions as well.
Talk a bit about how HRCU specifically has established itself in the Belizean society as a key pillar in our financial landscape in terms of benefiting the members and making their lives better. How have we done that?
Okay, so HRCU opened its doors in 1944, and it's a good story. The three women came together, each with 25 cents, and and that's how the credit union started, with 75 cents.
Wow.
And then at the helm, Miss Jane Usher, who was the matriarch, she was the one who carried this credit union up until recently.
Right.
And she had the values, and she had a lot of support from the Jesuits, and so that is how HRCU became what it is today.
And her legacy is still going on. I think to also add to that, one of the key things that we also contribute to our economy and to our country every year, we give back close to 500, I like to say $500,000 every year in educational grants. Very significant. I'm sure you guys have seen the lines every year. You know, this year we actually had the most applicants to apply, and we gave back, like I said, close to $500,000 in educational grants. Another key thing, we have our HRCU housing project in Sand Hill, which I like to promote because I'm the chairman of Sand Hill. So, you know, the best village in Belize. Let me come off of that. But also, I would like to highlight that pretty soon HRCU is opening up our branch in Belmopan, the capital city. Yes. So we're expanding. The credit unions in Belize are growing.
Who would have thought that 75 cents would lead to $500,000 in educational grants, housing projects, expansions across the country? 75 cents. Right. That's incredible. But before we go any farther with you two, we do have somebody via Zoom that
we want to bring into the conversation Enir Ramos. As we mentioned, he is the marketing officer for La Immaculada Credit Union. And one of the things that I wanted to ask was the principles that guide these particular credit unions in the country. Mr. Menzies, you mentioned that there are 8 different credit unions in the country of Belize, La Immaculada being one of them, of course, Holy Redeemer Credit Union being one of them. But Mr. Ramos, I want to ask about what La Immaculada represents in your region of the country.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you for having us today. As mentioned, my name is Enir Ramos. I am the marketing officer for La Immaculada Credit Union. And as always, we are also very active and involved with our members, celebrating International Credit Union Week. Actually, for us, it's an entire month now because a week is not enough for us. We have a month full of activities, starting off with a raffle for the membership where we have 6 different categories. And they vary, depending on if you do a new loan with us, you can win a Spark Technophone. If you open an account with us for the month of October, you can win a circular star. And there's different categories that we cater to the membership to encourage them. And there's a category for the deposit bin, where we try to encourage them to beat the line. And any payments that you do through the deposit bin, you can win a prize. And throughout the month, we have activities. We do outreach to different primary schools where we do a bit of financial literacy to them and explain to them what are the benefits and so forth. And the entire month is full of activities. Actually, tomorrow we're having a business expo here at our parking lot where membership really reaches out to us. The Sunday, the 20th of October, we have a mass, and the week continues with us having activities, outreach to other schools. So that's one big way how we celebrate International Credit Union Week.
Well, he jumped straight into the celebrations, which I imagine is fitting for his role. But I guess we can go straight to that then. Of course, we are recognizing the day, the International Day today, but you guys have some activities that will be taking place throughout the country. What can we expect here in Belize District?
Okay, so for HRCU, we will be celebrating this coming Saturday. We'll be having an open day for from 9 until 2, and we'll have, it's going to be a normal working day, and members can come in, potential members to join, to update your account. We are also using this month to update account, because as per regulators, we have to update all accounts. So we're using this entire month to let our members know that they must come in and update their account, and then we will have prizes and surprises. Saturday, the open day will be big. We'll have different booths for all our departments, and they can explain to you how to get a loan, how to open an account, what you need, you know, all that information.
What do you need to open an account?
Okay, it's pretty basic. You need your social security card or your passport, along with a recent utility bill. And it's a minimum of $26.
$26.
And you get a chance to be a member owner of any credit union.
Yes.
Right? Well, actually, that's for HRCU. And I would suppose that the other credit unions is pretty much the same thing. Maybe just the amount would be a difference, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get Inner into the conversation one more time to just tell us a bit about what it takes to open an account at La Immaculada, and what specific day you'll be having the celebration. HRCU said Saturday. You said throughout the month, I believe, but is there anything for today, tomorrow, and into the weekend?
Yeah, basically the requirements to open the account applies the same. We are asked for a social security, valid social security or a passport, and we need your proof of address. And a small deposit is made. Now we charge $30 for adults and $20 for minors.
Nice.
And one more thing that the minors would need to bring, which is their birth paper.
Okay. So this Credit Union Day celebration and promotions, is it still ongoing over there?
Yes, we celebrated for the entire month of October. We know that the day itself is celebrated today and for this week, which we also have activities now. Yesterday we were actually out giving pantry to the elderly who are suffering, and we continue with the activities today. Now we actually prepared 50 different packages for them, and those activities continue for today.
And for the rest of the month?
And the rest of the month, yeah. The staff is really involved. Everything is done in-house, and they really get a feel of giving back to the community, not on our membership.
Whole month celebration.
I'm telling you.
Beat out HRCU, man. Just kidding.
I think one point I also wanted to highlight, which I believe is very significant, especially being that we have the man himself here, in Belize, so we're a part of the league.
Yeah.
And the reason why it says the theme this year, it's One World through cooperative financing, is the connection that we have globally. And that connection is really through, there is actually the CCCU, which is the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions, which Belize is a part of that. We have Mr. Menzies, he's the president of the league, and he sits on that board in the Caribbean. That board in the Caribbean is also an affiliate of the World Council of Credit Unions. So it's a global network. Caribbean countries, credit unions that are faced with different challenges, we always, via virtual call, through these conferences, we connect, we see how we can help each other, and this is done globally. So it's...
I appreciate the fact that whereas you see, you would develop the notion that financial institutions are oftentimes more competitive and competition than collaborators. Right. In this case, we are seeing collaboration, which is quite a unique setup for credit unions, I must say.
Yes.
And go ahead. No, I can't leave without saying that, if you don't have an HRCU account or a credit union account, please take advantage of this benefit. We have excellent services at a credit union. So rather than just making a decision to say, you know what, I want to open my account here or there. Get yourself acquainted with what are the benefits. And when you do that, you will see the credit union difference. You'll be able to get a strong foundation if you haven't opened an account as yet. So it's also a part of the financial inclusion strategy from the central bank and the financial institutions. So if you're unbanked, yeah, we encourage you to come in. We have credit unions across this country that you can go open an account and yeah, receive some of the excellent benefits that we have. I can tell you when it comes to our loans are insured up to $125,000 for free. So if you get a mortgage loan for $100,000, and let's just say, I mean, nobody wants to die, you pass away, that loan dies with you as well. So your beneficiary could be your wife, could be your kids, they don't have to endure that debt. Right, so and it's up to $125,000 at HRCU at no cost.
Wow.
I can go on
You
and
can
on.
go on and
All
see
the
that.
excellent benefits.
And of
right?
course, that is representative of your role as well. But gentlemen, we are out of time. Nonetheless, though, we want to say thank you guys so much for joining us in person and virtually. We can't wait to celebrate with you guys over the course of the month and, of course, on Saturday as well.
Please come over to HRC on Saturday.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And happy International Credit Union Day to all
Yes.
our credit unions.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
and
we
member
are-
owners.
We're going to take our final break now, and when we come back, we'll be introducing you guys to Miss Earth Belize 2024.